Yesterday, there was a rumor going around coming from ESPN saying that there's a chance that the NBA could start giving NBA Cup champions in the future a playoff spot. I'm not necessarily understanding why everybody's so upset. I think that now that the NBA has changed in terms of the way that they set their tournament structure, I'm not seeing why people are having so much issue with this change. I think that the in-season tournament is a good thing. It gives better pacing to the season, to be honest. A lot of people don't even want to watch before the All-Star break, you know what I'm saying? But because we have such great pacing now that the in-season tournament was a thing, it's finished, you know what I'm saying? We're about to head into a new year. Football is going to be all January, and then they have like the first week of February, and then by Valentine's Day is All-Star break. So I mean, like, from then on, it's really heavily on basketball. It just helps you care before the All-Star break for real. I think my biggest thing is that now, instead of it being 1 through 8, because that's the way that, you know, everybody used to make the playoffs. Every team 1 through 8 per conference used to be able to just make the playoffs and see if they could win a championship. Now that there is play-ins, the 7th and 8th playoff spot is up for grabs for the 9th and 10th spots to possibly get in now. And I personally, I think that that's something that I don't like. And I never liked seeing the 9th and 10th spots having a chance to get in still, you know? And if they do, then they should only be fighting for the last spot. I don't think that they should be shooting for the 7th and 8th spots, you know? I think the 7th spot should be more secure and the 8th spot should probably be more random. But that is why I think that the in-season tournament, you know what I'm saying, guaranteeing a team a playoff spot early in the season is a great thing. Like, there are teams that play really good early in the season. They should be rewarded for it. If they get a playoff spot, it doesn't mean that they stop playing. I think there's a misconception currently that when people win the in-season tournament, that people stop playing. The team that wins the in-season tournament, they still have to fight for home court advantage. They still, like, I'm pretty sure players still want MVPs. They want scoring titles, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Nobody just wants to not play in the NBA. You don't get to the NBA to not play. I don't think anybody wants to go to the NBA to not play. And they also are putting in more rules just with the NBA so that teams stop resting guys unnecessarily. The whole load management thing. They want to make sure that the fans are being catered to, and it's necessary, because why are you resting people that we're paying to see? Somebody in my comments yesterday, or last night rather, was confused, and they said, oh, so what if Indiana would have won and they only win 35 games this year? So they get a chance to, you know, go to the playoff and get a chance at the #1 pick? Well, brother, teams have already been doing that. Like, I could sit here and list off like a few teams that have literally had under 40 wins. Like, there's teams that have had under 36, like 36 wins, 35 wins, 33 wins. And because of the play-in, like, they'll get in, or sometimes they'll just get in with a low playoff spot. And it's not like they'll do any damage, but dog, like, it happens. They also have a chance to get a #1 pick because they're bad. Like, they're a bad team. And with the play-in, is the play-in only supposed to be for money? Because before, like, the entire time throughout the play-in, I think the #1 question I was being asked is, what is the play-in for? What do you get? You know what I'm saying? Everybody's question was literally the entire play-in. So what does everybody win? Is it just money? Meh. And then when you say, hey, they can win a playoff spot, everybody's like, that's unfair. Boo-hoo. I honestly don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. I think that if you're a team, let's say the Lakers, if they did this for the Lakers, right? It would mean that the Lakers they're guaranteed a playoff spot, and that would only mean one team is left to get the play-in spot. I would rather the 7th seed be secure, and if you want to make 8, 9, and 10 rumble for it, cool, that makes sense. But I think that the 7th and 8th spot is a little bit too much, and whatever conference wins the in-season tourney has one play-in spot less. I think that that's actually great. I see that as fair. Yeah, the play-in is a good idea, but it has a little bit too much power, too much control. They need to lessen the control of it, and I think the in-season tournament be good to do that. At least there's still 3 other playoff spots teams can get in, but I mean, like, realistically, I just don't feel like I don't feel like it's great to just let a team in the 9th spot or the 10th spot go to the playoffs. I just don't agree. Maybe it's because of how I've been watching basketball before, and I'm just accustomed to that, and now we're kind of getting accustomed to this play-in idea, but I'm just not interested. And I think that if you have an in-season tournament, I think money is one thing, but you do deserve a playoff spot. And as long as teams are able to keep playing, as long as teams are playing for something and it's not a system that is abused, I think that by all means, go for it. And I would absolutely love to see more in-season tournament champions. So far, it's the Lakers. The Lakers are not going for 7th seed. They obviously want a higher seed. Any playoff team that wants to win a championship, that wins the in-season tournament, wins the NBA Cup, I assume that they want home court advantages in the playoffs, because that's how you win championships. But that is an advantage, a step to winning championships, you know? Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about it. I like it, but let me know your thoughts, whether you don't like it or you do. Laker fans, we won. I think people like to call it a Mickey Mouse championship, but I mean, like, they wouldn't say it if their team won. It just is what it is. Anyway, shout out to the Lakers fans. We won the in-season tournament. Thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all. Drop all feelings in the comments. Drop a like in the video if you enjoyed or sparked up some conversation in your household. See y'all in the next one.